everyone, I hope you're all doing well. So I have a cup of tea. This is the Fez tea from Smith Teamaker. It's a green tea with mint. So that means I have my cup of tea. It means it's time for my Project Tea update. This is the 35th update, and if you haven't seen these videos before, basically I just go over my tea empties for the month. I share any new tea purchases or additions to my collection, and at the end of the video I go over my tea inventory numbers. So this month I've used up a lot of things. I've also purchased a lot of things, so it's been kind of a exciting month. And I'll just go over my empties. So the first thing that I used up was a tea from Trader Joe's. This is the English breakfast, and it was a box that had 48 teas. So this took me quite a while to go through. This is something I've talked about before. I like black tea. I make like a thermos of it to take to work with me in the morning, so that's how I was using this. So I really like this. I would repurchase this again. I don't go to Trader Joe's that often, but if I was there, I would definitely consider picking a box up of this again. Then I used up some teas from David's Tea, which I really like. I like their stuff if I want something that's like a little nicer. I really do like loose leaf teas. I think, you know, it's like more expensive. I get like this at like 4 ounces at a time, so you like are paying more at once, but I feel like it lasts longer than buying like boxes of tea. So I do really like their stuff. But from them I used up the Earl Grey. I had like a 4 ounce little like canister of it, so I did use up this. I have since today. I went to David's Tea and I repurchased this, so this has already been repurchased and it's already filled with tea, but did use up this Earl Grey, and I really love their Earl Grey. I didn't really like Earl Grey for like a long time, or I thought I didn't like it, but it was a Earl Grey tea from David's Tea. It was actually Earl's Garden. It was one that they had a few years ago. I don't think they sell it anymore. I've since switched over to just the plain Earl Grey, but that tea really got me into liking Earl Grey teas, and now I like to always have it on hand. So I used up that one, have repurchased it as I mentioned, and then I used up another Earl Grey from them. This is the organic cream of Earl Grey. This one's a little bit stronger. It has a little more of a creamy feel. It was I just had like a little size of it. I got this one as a gift, and it was nice. It was a good sort of alternative to the other Earl Grey. I do prefer just the regular Earl Grey from them, but I did enjoy this one as well. So I did use up that. And then finally from David's Tea, I used up the Genmaicha tea. This is a green tea and it has like toasted rice. It's such a nice like flavor. It's really, really good. If you haven't tried this tea, I definitely recommend it. Not just from David's Tea, but from any brand that has the toasted rice. So I used up that. And then finally, I used up one of my favorites, which is the Yogi Honey Lavender Stress Relief. This is a really nice tea. It's a really good alternative to like chamomile. I don't really like chamomile tea, so it's nice to have like a lavender based tea, and this is really nice for like at night, or like a calming sort of at night sort of tea. So used up that. So those are all my tea empties for the month, and then I'll share what I purchased. And a lot of this stuff is sort of like repurchased products, but since I used up the English breakfast from Trader Joe's, I needed to buy something similar. So what I got was the Twinings English breakfast, and this is something that, again, I just used to make tea for myself to bring to work. So I purchased that. And then I already mentioned David's Tea. I did repurchase the Earl Grey. And then when I was there today, I wanted to get another just like a plain black tea, because I do really like having that on hand. So I decided to pick up the David's Breakfast Blend, just plain black tea. Yeah, so I thought it would be a good sort of addition to my collection, something that I definitely will use. Something that I purchased that I don't have to share, but it's something that I've shown on my channel before in these videos, is the Tazo Green Ginger. I currently have that at work. That's one I like to keep there. It's really good for, you know, in the afternoon if you want a little bit of caffeine. The green tea is nice, and the combination with the ginger is just a nice blend, and it's good for like digestion in the afternoon, and that's when I like to have on hand at work. So I did repurchase that. I have that there. And then finally, I repurchased the Yogi Honey Lavender Stress Relief. As I said, I really like having this, and it's really nice to have on hand. So I did repurchase that as well. So finally, I'll just go over my tea inventory numbers. Currently for black teas, I have 4. I think ideally 3 would be great. If I really just had these 3 teas, this like the Twinings English breakfast or something similar to this that I could like easily make in my thermos to bring to work. And then I really like having both the Earl Grey, like a loose leaf Earl Grey, and like a loose leaf just a breakfast blend or like an English breakfast, something like that. The 4th tea I have, I'm almost finished with, so probably by the next update I'll be at my ideal number of 3 teas for black. Currently for green teas I have 2. I think that's perfect. I have the Fez tea that I'm drinking at home, and then I have that Tazo green ginger at work, so having the 2 is perfect. For herbal teas I currently have 3. What I have for herbal teas is peppermint, which I really love having a peppermint on hand. I have this honey lavender stress relief, and then I have another box of this, but I'm almost out of it. So I would say currently I have 3. I would say 2 is probably ideal there. But anyway, that is my update. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.